Hello everyone, in this video, we'll learn how to associate the National Pension Scheme to employees in Zoho Payroll. But first, let's talk about NPS. The National Pension Scheme is a retirement savings scheme initiated by the Government of India that allows subscribers to make defined contribution towards planned savings, thereby securing their future in the form of a pension. In order to add Nps deduction to employees, you need to define a pre-tax deduction component. For that, navigate to Settings and then Salary Components. Then click the Add Component button. Select Pre-tax Deduction. Choose National Pension Scheme from the drop-down and enter the name you want to display on the payslip. Click the Include Employer's Contribution in the CTC option if applicable. You will then get the option to calculate NPS on a pro rata basis. Finally, mark the component as active after configuration and hit Save. In step 2, we'll associate the NPS deduction with employees. Let's take two typical scenarios for associating NPS deductions. The first scenario is employees' contribution alone towards NPS. In order to update the system for an employee who's contributing alone to the NPS, first navigate to the employee's profile and click Add Deduction button. Select Pre-tax Deduction and choose the NPS component. Then update the employee's contribution as percentage of basic or flat amount, whichever is applicable. Now choose the type of contribution from the drop-down. The first type ends when a specific amount is deducted within this financial year and restarts in the next financial year. The second contribution type ends when a specific amount is reached. This means the monthly deduction will stop once the total deduction amount is achieved and won't start over again in the next financial year, unlike the first option. Lastly, the third contribution type you will have is the Never Ends option. Once the details are given, hit Save in order to associate it with the employee. The second scenario is an employer's contribution to the NPS, included in the CTC. In the case of an employer's contribution to the NPS being included in the CTC, navigate to the employee's profile and click the Add Deduction button. Select Pre-tax Deduction and choose the NPS component. Then update the employer's and employee's contribution as percentage of basic or flat amount, whichever is applicable. The contribution type will then be marked as Never Ends by default. Click Save. You can also associate the NPS component to employees in a bulk manner using the Import feature. To import, navigate to the Employees module, then click the three dots button. Select Import Data, choose Employees' Pre-tax Deduction Details, and then download the sample file in XLS or CSV format. Now you can update the deduction details in the downloaded spreadsheet file. While updating the deduction details, ensure that you have updated the correct value, that is, percentage of flat amount, depending on the component configured. Now upload the prepared file using the cloud icon option. Click Next and then on the field mapping page, map all the import fields on the file with Zoho Payroll fields. Ensure the mandatory fields and date formats are mapped correctly and then hit Next. On the preview page, review the records kept and the unmapped fields and then click Import to update the details. And there you go. Now you've successfully associated the NPS to your employees. The NPS contribution will now be deducted automatically while executing monthly pay runs. You can also review the Tds Sheets where you will find the employer's NPS contribution under Earnings as well as under ICICI exemptions. Employees' NPS exemptions will be displayed under ICICI 1. And that brings us to the end of our video. We hope it was worthwhile.